What up, everybody? Happy Saturday. We are back. We are live. Finally, some fights. Nice to see everybody popping in, popping in. What's up? See, we got some Tate talk today. Tate talk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A challenge, man. We'll get to the challenge in a little bit. Couple things going on in strike that I do want to talk about. That little roadmap they posted a few days ago. Couple updates they made around the website we'll talk about. And yeah, for sure. Glad to see everybody popping in here. Good morning. Good morning indeed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. But yeah, let's get to it. I got a couple Fight Pass codes to give away today, donated to me by Reamtime. He hooked it up, so we'll get the first one going. Austin in the chat. Type Austin in the chat for this first one. Austin in the chat. And let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. All right. Grab a quick sip before we get into business. But yeah, Austin in the chat. What's up, everybody? Thanks for popping in. But yeah, here we go. The road ahead. So they dropped this little, I don't know if you call it a roadmap. I guess you could call it a roadmap. Maybe not. Usually roadmaps have a little bit more, specific time frames on things. Not just something. I mean, it kind of talks about what they're planning on doing, but doesn't give us any specific time frames on when things are going to be complete. So obviously, website redesign. Everybody's been complaining about that. It's been a gripe amongst all the users on the platform, I think, who are still hanging around. But unfortunately, still hasn't gotten to, I mean, if we look at some of the other collectible sports platforms that are out there and how their, collection pages are, their challenges are, their, keeping up with your collection as a whole, searching through your moments, filtering your moments, all that stuff. So the blueprint's out there, but it's just like we're all been sitting here waiting, wondering why. But there has been some subtle updates. I don't know if anybody's seen them yet to the website specifically. Let me pop that open here real quick. So if we go to the home page, if it decides to load, they pretty much separated your packs now. So before, when you would come to what the hell just happened? When you were here, I don't know why that video is too big, I guess. But when you come here, usually you'd have to go to my collection. You'd go there and it would take you to, not this page. It would take you to an old page that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. So let me go back here. That page is gone. So that was a page that we used to have to check our moments. Yeah, I got some champs in there, bro. But very far down the line. I've acquired some burn fodder for this leaderboard over the past couple weeks trading stuff. So it is definitely weak. Definitely weak. There's people with, 10 times the amount as me, brother. They're some pretty heavy hitters, for sure. But now we have this pack page, right? So now this is where you're going to go open your packs going forward. You don't have to pretty much go anywhere else. And it shows you all the packs you've opened in your course of your strike career. And I went through this yesterday, and you could replay your pack openings as well. But if you take a look, all my leaderboard packs from the last leaderboard, a lot of packs. Not one champ pulled, ladies and gentlemen. All those packs never pulled the champ. Nah, insane. Insane. One day, maybe I'll pull a champ. We'll see. So that's a little update they added. So you could see all your old pack art. You could replay your pack openings. And this is pretty much where your packs will be pretty much stored going forward. So that's the subtle update that came through this week on the website. Hopefully they do more stuff, cleaning things up a little bit. But yeah, never pulled the champ. Yeah, it's tough, bro. It's tough, especially when you're scrolling through all those packs. Before you didn't see them all, so it didn't hurt as bad. But now when you see them all, you're like, damn. Oh yeah, I have a ton. I got one right here. UFC specifically, but I have a ton. Yeah. Fan profiles and achievements. So we saw a little iteration of this. They added this to Strike Now. They're going to start kind of building out this profile, achievements. I'm not sure how that's all going to look or what the achievements are going to reward us, but it's good to see finally something that I've been begging for a long time, which is underlying engagement for the platform. Because all we have right now is just challenges. If we have challenges, because they've been pretty sporadic as of late, but you need to have some kind of underlying, utility, underlying, engagement for us to have something to do on a week in, week out basis. You want people to log into the site, more than once a week, and want to, like how it was before. So hopefully, depending on what kind of rewards they attach to this, it could be something good, but can't really make too much comment on it, the achievement system, until we kind of see what the rewards are. Could it be like a playbook type thing? Maybe the achievements are going to be flash based. You don't know. So then you could have multiple things going on at once. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad there. Moment integration and improvements to UFC Strike Now. So this is a big thing we all complained about. They finally got the message, and hopefully they're building out stuff. And I did believe in Discord, I saw that they said they are targeting the next pay-per-view to integrate our Strike. That's when they're targeting. It's not set in stone, but that's the target. So hopefully Kobe Leon will be able to use some of our moments within Strike Now on that card. And we'll see. We'll see how it all looks. But like I said, no timetables here. There's nothing really specific. Started seeing releasing features. Yeah, so we saw some of the stuff already come out, but that's already happened. But there's really no, specific time frames on when something's when these updates are actually planned on being complete, 100% rolled out, all that good stuff. So challenge tool and burn tool. So the burn tool definitely has been put on. We're all waiting for this next leaderboard burn that's coming out. And we have heard from Daniel and Aziz that, the burn tool is getting worked on. They're trying to upgrade it so it's not as hard or not as tedious or cumbersome to burn 100 moments, 50 moments, whatever it is. But like I said, no dates, no timelines, no expectations. So it's still the same kind of stuff we've been hearing over the course of the last few months, that we're working on it, but we don't have any set timelines or anything. Let me see what the folks are saying here. Oh yeah, yeah. Those the UFC cards are cool, man. They're cool. Hold on to the rookies. That's what I'll tell you. Any rookies you pull, just hold on to them, just in case. And then anything obviously numbered, auto. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. I was thinking with this whole Misha Tate situation. I was thinking about before I bite the bullet and buy a Misha Tate for this challenge, but it's not really that expensive, and the price is coming down, so I don't think there's no rush for me to hit the MP. You have to buy a pack. Or yeah, but you got one pretty damn cheap though, my boy. You got one pretty damn cheap though, for sure. Austin in the scrap, Austin in the chat. Yes, for sure. Strike now for the first time this week. I just want to dip my toes in the water. Did you do here, let's go to strike now. Take a look at it. Did you do did you pay for any of the NFTs or did you just do your free picks, Del Boy? But I wanted to go over strike now, just the rewards. So the rewards kind of change every time they do this. This week, for this upcoming week, in regards to what the leaderboard, Marcus. Okay, nice. But this week's prizes, gotcha. So expectation is the leaderboard burns coming this week, so hopefully it comes. I know everybody's been waiting for it. It's nice to have, the leaderboard actually makes the whole thing kind of exciting because you see real time, what's happening, who's going up, who's going down, and all that good stuff. Yes, yeah, the burn leaderboard was waiting for the burn tool update. So yeah, we'll see how it all looks. Hopefully, burning the contenders isn't that hard anymore. First place, 296 pay-per-view code plus a Fresh Faces Pro Pack plus a Standouts Pack. Not bad. Second through fifth gets a Pro Pack. 6th through 10th gets a base pack. And then giveaways, 20 starter packs and 10 Ultimate Fighter base packs. Pretty interesting. So strike now. I might do it. I might do it for free in a little bit while I have you guys on the horn. When I get to the fight card later, we'll see. But yeah, I haven't done my picks yet. But this is kind of how it looks. Last time I was on here messing with the picks, it was just a lot of clicks and a lot of things to put in. Is it still like that? Yeah, it's still like that, somewhat. Yeah, it's a lot. It's not an easy pick 'em by no means. There's a lot of stuff to fill out here. What we got? Strike now is wild. Hell yeah, dude. Looks wild. It looks like tapology.com. I can't be not including champions, this is when people get the packs for yeah. We'll talk about the challenge. Actually, I got the challenge teed up here. It was the next thing I wanted to talk about anyway. And I might do my picks when I get into the fight card after this. So we'll take a look at the challenge. So first challenge of series 2, guys. And got a couple critiques. Personally, I've read some as well. Like, this is a great comment right here. Especially, pack revenue straight to the bank. So yeah, if you made it multi-complete, could have seen more people, like, somebody like me, who doesn't have the Tate, might have been buying more packs. But it's very there's one other critique, main critique that I have. Yeah, pick'ems, my pick'ems, yes, for sure. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it on stream, dude. It might take an hour. Who knows? I'm not buying no fighters or anything, so I'm just gonna do the free picks real quick. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem for me. This mint to 500. So the challenge in itself, they call it first access, right? Whatever the hell that shit means. This is our first ever Series 2 First Access Challenge. This means completing the challenge gives you first access to the reward moment in this challenge, but minted to a minimum edition size. So when we talked about Series 2, maybe a video or two ago, we kind of went over some of the challenges, situations, and this was one that I didn't like. Specifically, I think the whole when they said they were going to mint moments to it was going to be like a mint to rarity or whatever it was, style. So like, if 350 people complete it, this is the tier it's going to go in. That's it. Done deal. But this could have potentially have been an epic moment, based on, the completions, but it's going to be minted to 500 regardless of how many people complete it. So if there's 320 people that complete it, 180 of those additionals are going to be given, in future reward packs, challenges, airdrops. So obviously, when we do the leaderboard challenge next week, or, they might fill these Jalin Turners in those packs as filler, pack filler, or these could be used because we did like they took the set snapshot a week ago, 2 weeks ago. We didn't get those set snapshot rewards. They said it's going to be almost maybe a month till that happens, and maybe they fill those packs up with some of these Jalin Turners or whatever the airdrops are. So yeah, I mean it's weird. I'm not a fan of this specific, especially this early in the series. Like, you want to reward people and not just give like, look how many you have. 15 moments on here. It's not an easy challenge. It's quite a lot of moments. The main bottleneck, I believe, is Figgy, but based on distribution, Misha Tate being in the S2 pack still. Where is she at? She had $10. $10, but I'm pretty sure Figgy is in at 22 bucks. The rest of them are like, sub 10 or whatever, but still prices don't say that, but because you gotta account for the Figgies that are inactive too. So a lot of those people with the Figgies, because Figgies at 385, it's probably at 285, honestly, with the amount of people still left active and doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Compared to Tate, who's at 375, and every single one of those came out of a active pack. So yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah. So that's why Figgy, I think, is holding his own up there, just because the inactives. But yeah, I would have liked the challenge to be mint to moment or whatever the hell. I forgot the verbiage. I was using it yesterday, but mine's drawing a blank right now. But yeah, mint to completion. There you go. The mint to completion model. So you mint a tier based on how many are completed. So no dupes here. The only way you get a second one is if you get a Figgy, if you have a Figgy champ. So yeah, guys. Regardless, at most at most you could get 385 completions out of this. That's if every Figgy owner decides to complete it, but that's highly unlikely. And I honestly think there's probably going to be like close to 200 of these in reserve, personally. And that's a lot of, it's filler, you know. But then when you think about it on that aspect, they're going to be holding 200 to 300 more of these, because this is what makes the challenge bad as well. If you're going to be holding 200 of these moments after the challenge ends, why should I bother to rush to complete it when you guys are going to trickle in more of them in the leaderboard challenge or the airdrop rewards? Or where's the, you know, where's the pressure? Where's the buying pressure? There is none. Because, you know, obviously this is going to be minted to 500. I know what 500 mint moments are worth on in this platform. And yeah, especially if they're going to be held back as pack filler. Yeah, exactly. Not much incentive at that point, especially if you're going to be minting. Like, you're going to be, no matter what, you're going to mint 500 of them. And whether I have it now or later, the guy's fighting this week. What if he gets injured, doesn't fight for another year? I don't really have to worry about his moment, you know? So there's a lot of variables at play, which is why I don't think this, you know, having a set, like, we're going to mint this moment to 500 regardless of the completion. It doesn't give the collector any incentive to want to complete the challenge if they know. I mean, just by doing some math, taking a look at the mints, and seeing like how many people are actually going to complete this, then you realize how many are actually going to go in reserve. Then you realize maybe I don't really need to do it. So that's one of my biggest gripes about this challenge. Austin in the chat. Not much incentive. Yeah. So, I mean, the structure is there. The structure is good. But the reward still needs work. And we've been complaining about the rewards for the longest time. And now that we're in Series 2, I'm going to have to, like, giving you a break before in S1 and S0. Not really a break, but wasn't as critical because I kind of understood the lay of the land and, you know, new team coming in, all this stuff that was already made prior to them. Some of it has no rhyme, no reason. And them trying to kind of rush to the finish line and end it and get to Series 2. But now that we're in Series 2, and now that I have 35 hours of video on YouTube talking about rewards and how rewards can be improved, we gotta tighten the shit up right away, instantly. You got to get the rewards correct. You gotta, like, why mint an extra 200 of them, bro? When we only have like 200 active users, bro. It's a waste of time. Especially, and like, for the people that are sticking around and buying packs and completing their collections, like, you gotta throw people a bone once in a while. And like a low mint, a very, very low mint moment is a good reward. Especially like when you're asking for people to have Series 2 moments. I think it could have been done a little bit better. But that's my personal opinion. I'm sure some people share the same sentiment. I'm sure some people might disagree. But that's what I think. As the first challenge of the series, this should have been, a little bit better, personally. But we got a big pay-per-view coming up, and that challenge and everything planned around that pay-per-view that's going to end the year definitely needs to be fucking home run. home run, knockout, touchdown, 3-pointer, half court 3-pointer, whatever you want to call it. But you got to do something. Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. But when how many people do you realistically think have all 15 of these moments, bro? Challenge was designed to make people think it's a good idea to buy cheap S2 floors while keeping this challenge cost low for S2 moments since we didn't get our rewards yet. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. Let's see what else. First access is a way to prevent bloating the epic tier. Oh, you mean Matt Schnelly? The epic tier. The epic tier. That doesn't look like Carla. That doesn't look like Gus. The hell's going on? That's Matt Schnell. That's Amanda Rebus' Paulo Costa. Yeah, who cares about the tiers, bro? Like, that's better. Let me check something real quick. So it's one mint higher than an epic. 1 mint higher than an epic. Literally one. If we burn a couple of these Jalin Turners, what's up? They should have just kept the fandom tier then, if that means no artificial inflation of challenge awards. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's a slippery slope right now. What's up, real? My man's in Austin. He's meeting everybody down there. Saw some pictures in Discord. Looks like he's having a good ass time. Enjoy it, my man. Phantom tier is sexy. I'd be fine with it. Yeah, I would like the voting mechanism too. I like, either voting from the fight card, stuff like that. It's all good, Bobby. It's all good. Agreed, Richard. Yeah. But hopefully, like, they take some of this feedback. I seen you guys posting in Discord and the chat room, the feedback channel, about the challenge specifically. So hopefully they take some of this into account for this challenge here. And also needs Jeff Neal. But looks like Jeff's pretty much with the rest of them at this point. I haven't really looked at Jeff lately. But that's it, y'all, for Jalin Turner. Got till Tuesday next week to complete. If you need to see if you have it complete or not, in my Discord channel, or in my Discord, we have a little the Emerald bot set up so you could double check if you have it completed. Give you guys a link. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the challenge. On strike now, I might do my picks later. But next thing, we got the fight card. But before we get into the fight card, let's run this Austin. So type Austin in the chat. Austin in the chat. Last call for Austin in the chat. for a 30-day fight pass code. What are the folks saying? Be cool if they could just explain the reasoning for making the requirements 500 minute limit and no multi-complete rather than us just having to keep speculating. Yeah, I agree. We're always speculating. There's no time frames. It's always, there's always a question mark. You feel me? I'm super bullish on Strike. Can't wait for the future. 5-10 years. Imagine the utility then. Bruh. 10 years, I'm going to be an old ass man. That's for damn sure. Austin in the chat. Austin in the chat. Oh, yeah. Mo is Strike, bro. Mo was rocking that BMF belt at MSG, getting it signed by legends. All right. I'm going to run this bad boy. 3, 2, 1. Good luck. First code. Asian Wolfie. My man. Congrats, brother. I'll DM it to you after the show. Let's queue up this last one. Got one more. Let's do TFSP in the chat for this last one. TFSP in the chat for the last one. Hell yeah. Wolfie won. TFSP in the chat for this last one. And then let's get into this fight card. Get into this fight card, guys. Sneaky good card. And I was doing a little action on Twitter because I don't think people realize how sneaky good this card was. So this is what the votes came out. So it's very, very close, dude. People got a lot of these. The last 4 fights are bangers. So yeah, for a fight night, it's definitely stacked. Those last, pretty much the whole main card is pretty nice. I mean, the first fight should be. I don't think it's going to be that competitive. Then obviously we got Clay Guida, legend. Never know what happens when that guy fights too, because he could pull off some crazy shit. And then the next 4 are just huge fights, dude. Huge fights. So Gastelum versus Brady, insane fight. Figgy coming up to bantamweight gets Rob Font. His first crack at it. Insane. Bobby Green, Jalin Turner on a week's notice. Jalin Turner took the fight. And then huge lightweight implications here with Armin and Beneil. But as you can see, I only had like 20 people-ish vote on these, but it looks like everybody's pretty torn. They're real close. They're real close on those 4, but let's get into it. First fight. I'm going to go through the main card only. Couple sleepers, though. I think some live dogs on the prelims you might want to take a good look at. Definitely Miesha Tate. Because obviously Julia hasn't fought longer than Miesha, their last fights. Pretty close to the same age. This girl's been through a lot of shit with injuries, had a kid, had to lose 100 pounds to make it back to bantamweight. Like, she's been through a lot, and she hasn't fought that whole time. So they got Miesha as a slight dog, but I kind of like Miesha, especially if this goes to the ground. So that's one of them. And then over here, I kind of like Joe Selecki. And I think, Close hasn't fought in a while. And I think Joe's just a little bit better on the ground. And I think he takes it to the ground and kind of makes it a quick action down there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, though. But on the main card, I got definitely got Soriano. I think he's going to get a finish, maybe a sub. Well, he's a great prospect, and I think this does not go the distance. I think this fight ends, and Soriano will be the winner by finish. Here we go. They always got to do this to us. Every fight card. Heart says Clay, mind says Silva, right? "41-year-old Clay Guida. Man, dude's a legend. Dude is a legend. I'm not sure. Man, look at this. Dude's almost at 60 fights, bro. 38-20. Holy shit. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Yeah, it's I mean, they got Silva as a huge favorite. But you never know, bro. You can never count out Clay Guida. Can never count him out, bro. I know his last fight, he lost his last one. Yeah, I think he's trying to. You think he's trying to get to 60 and then retire? 60 total fights, maybe. But yeah, heart says Guida, mind says Silva, for sure. And then Sean Brady versus Kelvin Gastelum. So this should be a good fight, guys. And honestly, Kelvin at 170 is going to be interesting. He looks pretty good. He made weight. Obviously, he's a great fighter. His war with Izzy was probably like one of the best fights I probably watched in recent memory. Like, it's like probably up there, like top 5 of like absolute wars that, you know, happened in the last few years. And yeah, I think his strike, like Sean Brady. So Sean Brady's great on the ground, obviously, but his striking is not quite polished. I don't know if he's made any improvements in his striking. Was his last fight Bilal? Yeah, he hasn't fought since Bilal. So I'm sure Calvin's definitely a pressure fighter. Kind of, I mean, he puts pressure on, keeps coming forward, and guys like Brady, like when he fought Bilal obviously putting a lot of pressure on him, and he kind of folded. So I don't know how. I mean, Calvin at 170 is new, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how he is. Did he fight at 170 against Chris Curtis, or was that 185? Doesn't even say. Middleweight. So yeah, this is his first fight at welterweight. So it's going to be interesting to see how his body adjusts. Does he have a gas tank? How is the weight cut? You know, if he was a 185er his whole career, and now he's at 170, this first fight will be a tall task. So we'll see. Both guys are really good. I'm kind of leaning towards Gastelum, just because I think in regards to striking, he's probably light years ahead of Sean Brady, unless Sean has done some serious work since October of last year. So Sean's been out for a year. So if Sean's been doing work in the striking department to kind of help him tie in his mix up and tie in his takedowns and kind of get in the fight where he wants it to go. But that remains to be seen. So I'm leaning Calvin. Calvin KO or Brady sub. More of a fan of Brady, but think Calvin gets it done. Yeah, I just think Brady's he needs a little bit more work. You know, he needs a little bit more polishing. Just needs more time, more time in the gym, more cage time. Maybe I don't know, but it'll be a very good fight. I think I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Font versus Figgy, man. Another guy moving weight classes. Figgy going up to bantamweight versus Rob Font. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting because we all know Figgy's an animal. Figgy's an animal. Font's got clean boxing, crisp boxing. Not very good on the ground, though. So that's one thing I think Figgy can take advantage of here. And if you're a betting man, like you like to hit, like to take some pretty wild, risky moves, Figgy by sub, dude. Figgy by sub is not a bad option, to be honest with you. Figgy by sub, because if he grabs anybody's neck, bro, it's a wrap. People forget that this guy, literally, he's only lost to Brandon Moreno, and he's a finisher, dude. He's a finisher. So at the bigger weight class, you would think he has a little bit more power, not as much of a weight cut. Might be a little bit faster too for some of these guys at the higher weight class because he's a quick little dude. But he has been training too a lot with Cejudo, and that's one thing I did want to mention to you guys, that he's pretty much been in camp with Cejudo. So I think he's going to be doing a lot of wrestling or takedowns, or at least just try to get the fight to the ground and then look for that subby, hopefully. But I wouldn't mind him getting a knockout either. But I'm kind of leaning Figgy, dude. I'm kind of leaning Figgy. I just think Figgy is a more well-rounded fighter, you know. Font's really great in the stand-up world, but when it gets to the ground, no go. No go. I saw Sandhagen hold that guy for 5 rounds straight on the ground. And Sandhagen only had one arm, dude. So, like, you're talking about a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner in Figgy. He might be. If he catches him or cracks him early, I think that's Font's, I think that's Font's obviously main path of victory here. If he could crack him early and put him down. But if he doesn't crack him early, bro, I just think if you want to talk about just straight skills, Figgy's got all the skills. Got everything in his bag that he needs, like between rounds, to make adjustments and to win the fight. So it's going to be a good one for sure. It's going to be very, very good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm leaning Figgy. Turner, Bobby Green. So if this fight was full camp Jalin Turner, I would definitely be hammering Jalin Turner. But this guy struggled making weight. He had a little rough weight cut yesterday. Took the fight on a week's notice. It's tough shit to do, bro. It's tough. You never usually get the best version of the fighter when they're on short notice. If he was full camp, I'd like it a lot more. Obviously, size, reach, everything just jumps off the screen when you're talking about this fight here. Dude, 6'3". Bobby's pretty tall for lightweight at 5'10", but the reach, he's got a 6-inch reach. 6-inch reach is legit. I'm sure the leg reach is even longer. But he's solid on the ground too. They're both pretty solid. I think it'll be mainly a stand-up fight. If it's mainly a stand-up fight, Bobby Green can possibly win this, bro, if he just puts on crazy pressure. He's gonna have to put on crazy pressure. Might cost him eating a lot of shots. Hopefully, he doesn't get knocked out in the process, but he's got to put pressure on this dude, close the distance, or Jalin Turner's gonna piece his ass up. Because that range is no joke, man. It's no joke. But I think it should be good. I think it'll be like they got the odds like huge favorite Turner, but like it's gonna be way closer than those odds, guys. Bobby can do it, bro. If it gets a little bit later in the fight, I think Bobby can do it. I think Bobby can do it. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like I said, if Turner was on a full camp, how short notice? 6 days notice. 6 days notice, I think. Yeah. Yep. I'm a little bit late here. Bobby's not losing this. Yeah. I mean, a lot of extracurriculars going on this week. That's for damn sure. Armin's team fucking around and find out getting him hot. Yeah. For sure. There's a lot going on. Armin, Bobby Green was talking shit about Armin in the press conference. Said, I don't want to fight fucking boring fighters like Armin. And then Armin stepped up to him and was like, why you disrespecting me? And then they were talking shit. Then Armin gave him a little shove in the neck. And then later on, Bobby rolled up on them when they were looking and started some shit in the hotel. It's been pretty wild, man. It's been pretty wild. Looks like it's a lot of fun down there. But yeah, Bobby's got a couple extracurriculars going on. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's a tough one. This is a tough one to call for me specifically. I don't know if I have decided yet, honestly. Bobby wins, Armin loses, Bobby versus Armin. This man's writing the book already. I like it, Richard. I like it. Only thing is, Armin's not losing. Armin's going to wipe the fucking floor with this guy, bro. I think Armin gets it done pretty early in this. I think he's got too much for Beneil. Beneil's getting up there in age. Hasn't looked too good his last few. He lost to Charles Oliveira. The fight versus Gamrot. I mean, Charles steamrolled his ass too. He's got a little size. Reach is the same. This guy's definitely got. I mean, they're pretty good on the ground, both of them. Probably lean towards Armin though. But I think Armin's probably gonna. I think Armin might get it done with his hands, bro. He might drop this guy early. Armin's got some power. Armin's got some power. KO. But I think Armin gets that one done fairly quickly. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard to see him win, especially after what Charlie Olives did to him. Like, he was just like, bro, you ain't shit. He just walked straight into the guy and was like, dude, I'm going to just destroy you. And there's nothing you can do about it. He's like, okay. But yeah, it was a rough one for Beneil. Coming off that's tough, but I like the younger dude in this one. I think Armin's got all the tools he needs to get this done quick. I don't know, man. Bobby Green Turner could go the distance. Because that's going to be a close fight, dude. Unless like that weight cut with Turner is really making me think he might gas, or when it comes to like second round and a half, closer to the third round. I mean, 6 days notice is fucked up. Yeah, it's 3 rounds. But 6 days notice is still fucked up. But yeah. Should be some good ones, though. Definitely some good ones. I ain't going to lie. Definitely some good ones. Turner's clipping Green and subbing him in the second. Maybe, man, maybe. I could see a lot of different scenarios going down in the Bobby Green Jalin Turner fight and the Sean Brady Calvin Gastelum fight. I think those are going to be really up and down type close fights for sure. Strike now selection. I closed it. Getting late, bro. I don't like to be on here too long. Plus, I'm still torn. I'm still torn on this fight. I haven't decided who I want. I'm still torn. Have to do some more thinking on this one. But yeah, Armin, question mark, Figgy, Gastelum. Gotta go with Silva and Soriano. That's what I'm up. That's where I'm at, boys. That's where I'm at. That's pretty much it for the week. If anybody got anything else, I got this last giveaway to run. Last givey, TFSP in the chat. TFSP in the chat to close it out. What do you guys think about Strike Now, and is it worth buying those moments on there? So, here's the thing. What I would tell you, Mr. Perez, I would tell you is to look at the rewards. So if the rewards entice you enough to where you think, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll spend $10, $20 to try and win X, Y, or Z. That's kind of how I look at it, right? So rewards this week, pay-per-view code and a couple packs. So right now, there's no marketplace for them. There's no utility really set at this point for them. That could change down the line, right? But on a weekly basis, this is what I do. I look here. What are the top 10 getting? If it's something that entices me, maybe I'll think about it. If it's not something that's of interest, I'll just maybe just do my free ones, see if I hit anything. It is what it is, you know? But that's my best advice, especially at this point where they don't have any utility. They do have plans to have a marketplace for them coming down the line, but we'll see. We'll see what the marketplace for them will look like. We'll see what kind of utility they have planned for these. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. But like we all said before, for focusing on the core product, which was Series 1, closing, opening Series 2, like that's what we needed. So it looks like most of the resources are over there now. Who knows? But if they get our moments integrated with this, I think it'll be a lot better. Exactly. Without utility, they are just like hype moments. Exactly. Just lower minted hype moments that you had to pay for. But yeah, pretty much. Bro, I need you to decide right here, right now. Turner or Green? Shit. Why you got to put the pressure on me, bro? I hope you're not betting money on my picks. Well, if you win, throw me a little something. If you lose, I don't want to hear about it. You kind of got to lean with Turner being the longer, bigger dude. Yeah, usually the longest limbs are the ones that win, right? That's what Mighty Mouse Johnson says. The longest weapon of the fight is the one that usually, if they know how to use the longest weapon of the fight, they'll win. So I'm going to go with Jalin Turner because he has the longest weapons in this fight. That's where I'm at. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for the day. TFSP in the chat for the last giveaway, courtesy of Ream Time. Thank you, sir. This man right here. But that's it. There you go, Mo. Turner. Hit the Turner money line, baby. Or Turner in the distance. We're going to run this and then we'll call it. Good luck, everybody. TFSP in the chat, last call. And we'll be out of here. We'll be out of here. Hell yeah, my man. No problem. Good luck. Let's see who's getting the last one. Nico. Pretty sure I know who that is. Cynical, I think. But if you are, or if not, maybe you are, maybe you're not. Just DM me. DM me later. We'll get you squared up, get you going. But that's it for the giveaways. That's it for the show this week. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Should be some good fights today, guys. I'll be in Discord chatting. Don't forget to get your picks done, your pick'ems done. Pick'ems and Strike, pick'ems in my Discord server. And that's pretty much it, guys. Till next time, we will see y'all later. Peace.